Disney Wish. I am so excited to be here. We absolutely love this cruise already. It is just such a beautiful ship. It is one of Disney's newer ships, so we are just so excited to be here. And we are in a deluxe family suite on the Disney cruise, and this has a veranda, so that way we are able to go out and enjoy the outside while we're cruising around. So wanted to show you guys what our stateroom looks like, get you guys a room tour and get you guys all the details of what it looks like if you are looking to book this room on your next cruise. Before we dive into the full room tour, my name's Emily and I just love sharing everything about Disney on my channel. Also doing some family things on my channel. It is so much fun. So if that's content that you're interested in, go ahead, hit the red subscribe button. And if you're into room tours, go ahead and hit the like button for me. Now, without further ado, let's get into that room tour. All right, so coming in, we are in room 6574 and we are on the 6th floor. You can see we have our fish extender here and then we also have some decorations on our door, which is so much fun. But we come in on the inside and I will say we are in the mid of the ship, so that is a very nice location if you are looking to book. I think it helps with like seasickness and stuff if you do have that motion sickness. So right to the right here, this is our first kind of like bathroom area, if you will. So we have a couple of switches here. But this is where your toilet room is. So you can see you have your nice toilet here and you also have a sink. So this is where you can, if you need to get ready here, if you need to wash your hands, you can go ahead and use it. So we have plenty of space here to get ready. A nice light up mirror, which is just lovely. Hand towels here. We have some hand soap that Disney does provide. And then we also have some shelves to store things. So you can see that I put some of my stuff up there. So we are able to put everything there. And then they also provide some towels below here. And then you'll also see a trash bin there. So like I said, we do have the toilet, which is nice that it's separate because that way if somebody needs to use the potty and somebody needs to get a shower, you can do that separately. So absolutely love that Disney did that with these staterooms. So we have more shelves here. And then we also have some hanging little hooks here. So I have like my little makeup bag there, which is really, really nice. So, and then we always just kind of keep this closed because if you don't, then it's hard to get out through your door, the main door there. And then over to the left here, we have, this is where our shower and other sink are. And then we do have a full length mirror right here. So that way you can check yourself before you're going to dinner, before maybe you're going to the pool. You can go ahead and use this. And then here we have our other sink. That is so nice that we have two sinks. I think that that is so cool. We have another light up mirror. And we have plenty of things here. We have plenty of towels that are provided, another waste basket. Then we also have some shelves that we have used to put all of our stuff and store our stuff. And then to the left here, we have more towels and we also have more hooks that we are using. And then to the right here, this is one of my favorite parts about the Disney cruise. They thought of everything whenever you have kids, is it's a shower and tub combo. So those kiddos don't like taking a shower, totally fine. You can go ahead and give them a bath. So absolutely love that they did that. And the nice thing is too, this door swings out and it also swings in because they know, you know, it's tight on space, so you might need to do both of those. But you can see they provide the shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you also have some shelves to store things, so you'll see that I have some of my stuff there. And this is a hand shower, so then that way it's really good for somebody like me because sometimes I like to like just freshen up and like wash off my body without getting my whole head wet. So very nice to be able to use that there. And then over here too, they provided a nice little makeup towel. I haven't used it, but I think it's really cool that they did that. And then they also have the body lotion that they provided. So super nice. They really honestly think of everything. So coming out here, we'll go ahead and look at these closets. Now this is where a lot of your storage is. So if I open it up, which, there we go. This is my husband's side. So you'll see life jackets are up top there. So they tell you that all in the muster drill, so you can see those up there. There's a light up mirror, plenty of hangers that they provide. There's also just so much space to store stuff, so you'll see my husband put a lot of his stuff here whenever he unpacked. So close that up. Then we have this side here. We have more shelves. So again, those are more life jackets. Then we have shelving, so you can see this is my side where I put a lot of my clothes. Also have our laundry detergent there, so you can unpack and put like your packing cubes and everything. And then also you have your safe, so if you want to store some of your valuables there, you can definitely do that. So able to put that in there and, you know, get off the ship if you want and not have to worry about your stuff. And then you can see there's more hanging space here, so plenty of space to hang those dresses, which is what I did. So you're able to put it there, and then also we have kind of like our laundry just setting out of the way. And then here you'll see a ladder. So this is what they will use if you are using the bunk that is provided. We are not using it, so I can't really show you what it looks like, but I will tell you, if you do plan on using the bunk for your kiddos, the stateroom host will get that out for you. You don't have to touch it, so that way, you know, you don't even have to deal with it. So they will take care of that all for you. And then over here, we have more shelving. So love the fact that we're able to put all of our stuff here. We have Sally's little shoes here, so plenty of storage to do that. And then I will say, because I brought like magnetic hooks for storage, there's just so much storage here that I didn't even need to use them, because you can see here, there's more hooks to hang things, which is lovely. So coming to the right here of the bed, we have plenty of outlets, and we also have some lights here. Actually, looks like this is just like, you know, your USB outlet there. And we have a nice drawer. So if you want to, you know, store some stuff in there, you totally can. And then we also have a little lamp. I love the fact that they have dimmers, so you can dim it at night and turn it brighter during the day. And this is your reading light, so you can turn it on and also dim that as well. And then here we have our nice size TV. It is so nice, and they have all of the Disney stuff that plays on it while we, you know, you can do Disney cartoons, Disney movies. I think that is awesome that they do that while you're on the cruise, because some cruises do not do that. So here we have our lovely bed. Oh, it is very comfortable. I have to say, we slept on it for the first time last night, and it was so comfortable. So just so pretty. And they have the Wish blanket here. Of course, we have our Pirates bandanas that they left us because it is pirate night tonight. So I love the fact that they have that. And then look at, we have some nice Frozen artwork. We have Sven and we have Olaf in the beautiful Frozen little area here in Arendelle. And then there's Elsa's castle. So fun. And then also over here, same setup. We have like the dimmer and the light switch. I do have outlets on my side, and then we have light switches. And I also have a drawer here in case I need to store some stuff. And then this is very, very nice because this is like a privacy curtain. So if my husband and I were gonna watch some TV, if we weren't ready to go to bed yet, we could pull this over and make it so it's like privacy. And so my son will be sleeping over here, and it's nice, so then that way if we wanted to watch TV, we totally can. Let's go ahead and move that back. And then here is our couch. Now this is actually where my son is sleeping. So I'm going to pop in some footage of what his bed looks like when the stateroom host puts it down, so then that way you guys can see what it looks like. But it's like the perfect size bed for him. He loves it. It works out very well. He's very excited to sleep there. And then up top here you can see we have Anna and Elsa ice skating. Super cute artwork there. So that is just very, very lovely. And then up top here, this is actually where the bunk bed comes down. And again, they have it kind of locked so that way you don't have to touch it. Your stateroom host is going to do all that for you. So if you are going to utilize that, they will take care of it for you and you can let them know. So very nice that you have all these options. So you have a bed here and then you have a bed up here. And then turning around here, this is where kind of like our desk area is. So we have another mirror here and we have plenty of outlets on the side here. So then that way we can go ahead and use that if you want to use it to get ready. There's like a little stool that we actually pulled out from under here, but plenty of spaces here. And there's plenty of storage. You can see here, there's tissues. We have some of our stuff sitting here. And also there's a waste basket down here, so that way if you need to throw away any trash. And then we also have, these are our light switches. So we have our mirror and then our ceiling light switches. And then we have the curtain and also the balcony, since we have a balcony out there. So then that way we can go ahead and, you know, have some lights on if we were gonna sit out there at night. So then up here, this is where actually our stateroom host stored some of those pillows that we had on the couch because our son is gonna be sleeping there, so he put them up there. So you can see we have plenty of stuff that we're storing here. We are utilizing this desk to store a lot of our stuff. So, and then in here, I thought that this was super cool if you did not know this. So you have different things, like you can set this out for room service in the morning. So I think you have to set it out by 3 a.m. to utilize that room service, what do you call that? What it's provided to you. And then also they have, look how cute, they have postcards. So we're gonna go ahead and send some of these to ourselves at home. I think that they're so cute. I love the fact that they do that, and we can just go ahead and keep those for ourselves. So Love that. And then of course we have more shelves here. This is actually where your hair dryer is, so in case you need to do that. And then this is actually a protecting mat for your curling irons, your flat irons. If you wanted to use those to get ready, you can put this out and then you can put it on the desk here so that way it does not damage anything. So I love the fact that they thought about that. And then here, so this is where like we're keeping like our snorkel and like our goggles and stuff for whenever we go to Castaway Cay. Then another drawer here, just more storage if you wanted to put some stuff here. And this is actually where your mini fridge is gonna be too. So if you have some drinks you wanna store in here, you can totally do that. So a nice little drawer. I think that is so cute how they did that. It's so fun. And then some glasses, of course, that are provided. So if you wanna use that for a drink, if you have some stuff in the mini fridge that you wanna go ahead and pour in there, you can totally do that. Then over here we have a nice like kind of like empty area. Now, like I said, this is the Deluxe family suite. So if we did bring our stroller with us, this would be the perfect place to push that and kind of keep it out of the way. But we didn't bring it with us because our son, I think he's going to be okay not being pushed around, and we just didn't feel like pushing one around. So you can see here, this is actually where if we would have adjoining rooms, this is where that door would be. So we could open that up. So if we had like family traveling with us, we could go ahead and book another room and have that opening there for another door. And we have a cute little Olaf picture here. So cute, he's so fun. And a hook here if you need to hang anything, maybe to dry, do something, you can definitely do that. And then this little table here, this was actually over by the couch, but again, my son is sleeping there, so we kind of moved it out of the way, but that's like a nice little table if you're eating or if you're doing some work, like I brought my laptop, I could go ahead and do that. And then this is actually a Murphy bed. So this is another bed. So you have a total of 3 other beds besides the main bed over there. So you could have a total of 5 people in this guest room. So if you have a family of 5 that you're traveling with, you could fit everybody in here just fine. And again, you have the key here, so the stateroom host is gonna go ahead and take care of that for you at night. And then over here, this is where we're actually storing some of my son's stuff. So you can see plenty of storage in here again. So that way, you know, we can just put all this stuff there and it is out of the way. And then we have our nice curtains here, and finally this is where our balcony is. Now we do have a larger balcony because we have that nice extended family suite in there. Hello everybody.
Oh.
So
I bring my bike out.
yeah, so we have a nice table, so we have plenty of things there. We have 2 chairs, and then you can see there's Utopia of the seas across from us. So we are just enjoying it here in Nassau, Bahamas, and you can see the beautiful blue water. And I will say too, that if you were going to book another room beside you, they could actually take down these barriers if you wanted to, so that way.
Push this one in.
Oh, they just push that one in, yeah. They just push that in. Yeah, so then that way you can go ahead and walk between the 2. So I think that that's really cool that you can do that. But that is it. That is the beautiful stateroom here on the Disney Wish. So that is it, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this room tour. Let me know if you have been on the Disney Wish or if you were looking to go on the Disney Wish. I would highly recommend it. It is so much fun. But give me a thumbs up if you really enjoyed this room tour. And like I said, I hope you stick around and subscribe. Until next time, bye.